Hey guys, John here. So it's been about 2 years since I've installed these ALPHA Lux series headlights on my 5th gen 4Runner, and they're about to come out. The reason I'm removing them is because I'm going to be trying this out for you guys, the GTR Lighting from Headlight Revolution. I'll overlay the specs right here on the screen for you all, but I will leave a link also down in the description, along with the TRDJON promo code as well, in case you guys want to pick these up. But the box is pretty cool. You got the design of the light on the box. Let's go ahead and open it up. Take off the top piece of styrofoam. We're greeted with the lights wrapped up pretty nicely. Oh, those are in there. Here they are out of the box. So man, nice smoked look. Got a little bit of chrome right here. So you have some nice projector housings. You have 2 low beams and a high beam. So when your high beams are on, all 3 of these are on, making it very nice and bright. Hopefully, we'll see. And then you also have like a true DRL down here. So in the daytime, when all these lights are off, this light will be super bright during the daytime. We'll also put that to the test by having the 4Runner facing direct sunlight and having them on. And then at nighttime, when you turn your lights on, this should dim down a little bit so it's not interfering with the performance of these lights. And if you look at the back of them, sealed up really well, and there's no room for any bulbs because everything is LED into the light. So it's a plug-and-play system to all the harnesses that the vehicle has, and then they also provide you with this harness to make sure everything works. Okay guys, so for this install, we're gonna unfortunately have to take the front bumper off. The 4Runner's headlights are held on by quite a bit of screws, so I have a full video on how to remove your front bumper. I will leave that up in the iCard for you guys up above, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the front bumper off and take out these ALPHA headlights. Now once the bumper is off, you have to take out that tab anyways to get the bumper off, but the headlights are held on by a tab right here, 10mm bolt right here. If you lift this little part up from the 4Runner, there's another 10mm bolt right there. Also right here at the very front, so where that front valence was, there's a 10mm bolt right there. And when you come to the side, where your bumper comes over here, there's also another one. So the 4Runner's headlights, they're freaking secure, that is for sure. Okay, and with the old headlights out, again, everything's gonna be plug and play to the 4Runner's original harness. And I will also show you guys where to hook up this harness as well. All right, so where this inline fuse is gonna go ahead and take the top off your tray right here under your hood, and you can locate these 2 bigger blue ones. Basically, we're gonna put this inline fuse right here. So with that all plugged in, you can see it coming out right here. So this is the harness that they provide. This one will plug into the driver's light. And then I ran the harness going this way. I'm gonna zip tie it up into the vehicle too to make sure that it's nice and secure. And then I ran it all the way over and it plugged itself into the passenger side light. So you'll have that harness that they provided connecting both lights and then going to that inline fuse. So I'm gonna compare these GTR lights real quick to the ALPHA ones that I had in before. This right here is the GTR light from Headlight Revolution. So everything is all internal to this whole thing, which is cool. So when you go in to plug it in, these wires, the harnesses right here are all super easy to plug into the vehicle because they're all right here. This one, however, you have a couple coming down here, you have the lights, you have this one, then you have the other harness that connects it to. So not horribly hard, but this one just makes it super easy because everything is all internal to how you connect it to the vehicle. All right, and then before you put everything back together, make sure it all works, and holy smokes, those DRLs are bright. So the low beams work, high beams work, and also the sequential turn. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the bumper back on. Man, so I do like it because this does have the smoked out look on it. I do wish that that chrome wasn't there because I'm not the biggest fan of chrome, but the smoked out look looks really good, and that sequential turn is pretty bright. All right guys, and here's a good look at what the DRLs look like in the daytime. It's around 4:20 in the afternoon, and we do have a tiny bit of cloud coverage here in Florida. So this is with the sun, aside from the overcast clouds, hitting directly on the front end of the 4Runner. And I gotta admit, these DRLs are actually pretty bright. Even driving over here to this little spot just to get a good idea for you guys, I could see the DRL's reflections in the back ends of the vehicles in front of me. So these things are pretty bright. Let's go ahead and turn on the blinkers for you guys. Oh yeah, that's pretty bright. So the thing about the ALPHA ones, and I know this video is about the GTR lights, but the thing about the ALPHA DRLs that were on it before is like the white LED tube that was there, like it was nice because it kind of was very OEM 4Runner looking, that headlight. But you couldn't tell if the DRL was really on in the daytime at all. And these ones are freaking bright. Holy smokes. Get a little bit closer look. And the sequential turn, pretty bright. So guys, here's the GTR lighting at night, pretty level now. So the driver's side, I had to adjust quite a bit. The beam pattern was like down here. So I just used a wrench and adjusted it against my garage to make everything nice and even. So now that it's nice and even, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Pretty bright. Oh yeah. Man, so first impressions driving with them, just through neighborhood, pretty bright. The only thing, and now it is my fault because my windows are very tinted on my 4Runner, is the bit of dead space that we have on the nose of the vehicle. So a little bit on the driver's side and a little bit towards the passenger side. Definitely coming out worse on camera than it actually is. But if we are to turn on our fogs, the fogs, you know, cover that area mostly. But in front of us though, now that we leveled off the lights, these things are very bright. They actually have a pretty decent bright setting too. So we've got the trees there. Tree's gone. Straightening it back out. The light is not lost in the street light, which is good. Sometimes with street lights and stuff, they overpower your lights. These lights, you can definitely cut through them. And it did rain too, so these lights are working well. Am I gonna get flashed? Nope, didn't get flashed, and we did not light up their windscreen, which was cool, their windshield, so that's nice. I do like them a lot. They are very, very bright for the low beams. High beams are very decently bright too. Go ahead and get out and show it to you guys. So here's a look from standing outside the driver's door. So you can see what I kind of mean. A little bit dead over here, probably because they're projector housings for these lights, which means it's focusing a lot of the light right in front. That's kind of why we have this dead space right here, which we don't really need to see because we're looking super far ahead of us, but it does cut off, for my preference, just a little bit too early, but the light output is insane. And again, the way that I had them adjusted, they did not blind the car in front of us as we we're at that stop sign right there. And just for kicks, guys, I want to show you how bright just the DRLs are. Look at the DRLs. So that's just DRLs on. And this is how bright it is. That's pretty good, actually. And then one last look from the inside, guys. Again, camera is not gonna pick it up as good as it is actually performing. Quick sweep.